Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Coffee and Good Spirits World Championship 2022 here in Milan. Is everyone having a good time? Yeah, you are.
And we have judges on the stage. They're going to have a good time for sure. Huge round of applause for our judges.
Yes. And let's keep up the noise for our next competitor, representing the United Kingdom, Will Pitts.
Hi. Good luck.
All right. Everybody ready? Yeah? Music, please. Time. Progression is the act of moving forward. We live in a very exciting time to be in bartending and coffee as the industries come together to progress. Today, I'll be explaining progression through coffee cocktails. To start with, I'm going to show progression through experimentation with my cold drink. After that, with my hot drink, I'm going to show progression through altruism. So here's some menus, just so you can see what I'm up to during the presentation. Now, to start with, my experimental cold drink. The coffee I'm using is a naturally processed pink bourbon from Quindío, Colombia. The producer is Sebastian Ramirez. He uses experiments to push his coffee to the next level. The coffee that I'm using today was inoculated with bacteria grown on lemongrass trees on his farm. This bacteria was grown in petri dishes and then added to the coffee during its fermentation. Now, this bacteria inoculation, along with a low temperature 168-hour fermentation, yields amazing tropical acidity. After being expertly roasted by Plot Coffee Roasters, I'm brewing this coffee at 19 grams in to 38 grams yield in 21 seconds. That's going to give us amazing flavor notes, a fresh pineapple, and melon. My next ingredient is 35 ml of a champagne yeast pineapple tepache. This is going to add amazing tropical sweetness and body, linking with that amazing acidity in the espresso. It was made to begin with in the classic way, with equal parts fresh pineapple, brown sugar, and water, fermented here in Milan for 3 days. For my own modern twist, I added 2 grams of champagne yeast per bottle for the secondary fermentation. That brings an amazing amount of carbon dioxide, and as you can see, it makes the drink effervescent. Next, 50 ml of Josef Gruner orange wine. This is going to add amazing complexity and acidity. Orange wine is made with the traditional winemaking method, which is skin contact. It's seeing a modern revival these days, and it adds amazing depth of flavor to the drink. This was made with white grapes of the Gruner varietal in their East Austrian vineyard. Next, I'm going to add 25 ml, of a vetiver gin. This is going to add amazing complexity and florality to the drink. Made with the base of East London gin, I've infused it with vetiver root. Now, vetiver root is a kind of grass that grows in Sri Lanka. It's super aromatic and it's delicious and works perfectly with a drink. Next, 20 ml of an equal part panela sugar syrup. This is going to add sweetness and body. And I chose panela because it's made from sugarcane that adds an amazing tropical sweetness. Now, this would be best served in a cafe setting, pre-batched and pre-bottled. With the instructions, please add a fresh double espresso and shake with ice. That's what I'm about to do. Cheers. Thank you, everyone. So, shaking it with ice is going to do 2 things. First of all, it's going to reduce the temperature of the drink. So when you receive it, it'll be 7 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature that I find the perfect balance of sweetness, acidity, and that tropical flavor comes through. We're going to have the flavor notes of fresh yuzu, tinned peach syrup, and fizzy pineapple. The shaking also gives it a very pleasant, creamy foam. My final ingredient is a sea buckthorn sherbet. Sea buckthorn is a kind of berry that grows across Europe. I foraged this myself, dehydrated it and turned it into sherbet. It has amazing citric acidity as well as a pleasant mouthfeel. Judges, it's my pleasure serving you my cold drink, which is named Modern History. And to do so, I'm serving the drinks on Petri dishes, inspired by the experiments done on farm level by Sebastian Ramirez. Please enjoy Modern History. For my next drink, judges, is my hot drink, which I've named Good Times, Bad Times. I'm looking progression through altruism. The coffee I'm using is from Timor-Leste, one of the world's youngest countries. Improving their coffee industry is of huge importance, as other main export, oil, begins to run out. Raw Material, who imported this coffee, have done amazing work with the local communities of Timor-Leste, improving their coffee processing through infrastructure and education. This has seen the coffee cherry price double over the past few years, as well as the cup score massively improve. The coffee I'm using today is a native varietal to Timor-Leste called Hybrido de Timor. It's naturally processed before being shade dried for 30 days, being turned every few hours. This consistent and meticulous processing, along with a great roast from Lucid Coffee Roasters, yields amazing juicy malic acidity and dried fruit sweetness. To amplify that, I've brewed the shot today at 19 grams in to 36 grams yield in 34 seconds, giving juicy red apple flavor notes and a bit of yellow raisin as well. Next, I'm adding 25 ml of Hospitality Gin. Their tagline is better with every drop, as they help UK hospitality workers whose lives have been affected by the pandemic. It has amazing floral notes of violet and juniper and adds complexity to the drink. Next, 30 ml of Stoke Red Apple Cider, giving juicy malic acidity and sweetness to the drink, backing up that found in the espresso. This is made the classic way. Windfall and Stoke Red apples are picked up, crushed and fermented, only for 4 days before being bottled. This quick fermentation yields an amazing low volume cider, but also a high sweetness, which is perfect for this kind of apple, which is bright red and super sweet. Next, 30 ml of a homemade coffee liqueur. This is going to add amazing sweetness and body to the drink. It's made with equal parts brown sugar, vodka, and Rymerton espresso, made the exact same way as I have today. Now, it's 30 ml of Guinness Export Strength Stout. This is going to add an amazing maltiness to the drink, which is going to contrast all the sweet and fruity flavors we've had so far. My final ingredient, judges, is 7 grams of unsalted butter, which I extracted the espresso straight onto. And it's been integrating with the rest of the ingredients. When steaming the drink, that butter has emulsified, creating a luxurious creamy head. What that steaming process has also done is it's raised the temperature of the drink, so when you receive it, it'll be 55 degrees Celsius. That's going to give the best balance of flavors of the sweetness, acidity, and that creamy texture. It's also going to give us the temp. That's it. Please enjoy my hot drink, good times, bad times. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Will Pitts representing United Kingdom.
Yes. Let's have a chat, Will. Come over here.
Come over.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well, I have to start with something I just discovered. Is it true you're coming from the same town, same place?
Yeah, we grew up together.
This is true.
Is it like a place where the World Coffee and Spirit Champions coming from?
Hopefully. Yeah.
It's a place where people drink Guinness.
Yeah,
You were
exactly.
drinking Guinness the first time we met.
This is true.
Things don't change too much.
Well,
Well done, man.
Exactly.
what I saw, that was amazing,
Thank you.
and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
You've put a lot of work into this. You obviously competed just before COVID in the UK.
Yep.
Literally just before.
Yeah, exactly. March
you-
2020.
Yeah, right. And you've obviously had a lot of time to work on the kind of fermentation aspect and the drinks. Talk
Exactly.
us through that time and your kind of process behind it.
I mean, my first theme in the UK was fermentation, and from there I kind of developed it into more of a progression theme. So, talking about more like how the industry is progressing, fermentation being a huge part of that. Even since lockdown, it's gone crazy with all these
Absolutely.
new stuff, which some people hate, some people love, but it should be celebrated in its own way, I think.
For sure.
But yeah, it's been good fun.
Modern History is a good name.
Thanks
Love
a lot.
that. That's sick.
Paul Ross made that.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
He didn't tell me to say that.
He's paid me to say that.
It was amazing. So you obviously have a coffee shop. You serve cocktails.
Yep.
Have you been able to apply any of what you do here to Forts?
Yeah, actually, a lot of the cocktails I have on the menu were kind of trials of creating the drinks for Coffee and Spirits.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can tell you like a wine as well. I saw the orange wine. That's
Yeah, man.
very
Really
clever.
nice Austrian one as well.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Good. Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's great.
Tell me about the coffee liqueur in there.
Thank you.
That's a nice addition. Was it the same coffee you were using?
Same coffees I use
Nice.
with brown sugar and vodka. Yeah, just like a classic.
Lovely.
Ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, adds body, adds sweetness.
Yeah,
Brings
it's
a lot
really
of
good
flavour.
for a luxurious drink.
Yeah, man, it was really good. So you've obviously had a few people behind you. That was a loud noise.
Yeah, I think half of England's here.
Yeah, I think so. Any shout outs?
Okay, first of all,
Quite quickly.
No, there's no one up here. Oh yeah, Jesse and Paul, my main coaches. Thank you so much. Peter Andrews, who coached me in the UK. The team of Forts, who helped me and when I was getting in the way. Thanks, Forts. The coffee roasters, who've given me amazing coffee. Plot Coffee Roasters, thank you. Stephen Huston from Lucid, and in the UK's Assembly as well, thank you.
Yes.
As well as the producers, so Raw Material, who introduced me to this amazing Timor-Leste, Sebastian Ramirez, who is from Colombia, amazing coffee producer. There's probably more people.
You should be very stoked. You did an amazing job.
Thank you very much.
So let's hear it one more time from the UK, Will Pitts. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I will be right back.
We'll be back.